It's unfair, Kato. It's unfair. You know what? I don't even know why I'm doing this match tonight. Everything's unfair. Everything's unfair. I don't know, Kato. We'll see what happens.
Last Saturday, the Rad Boys made the worst mistake, not only of their careers, of their lives. The Rad Boys challenged me and the Alpha, the Watch, to a ladder match on May the 7th. Anything goes. You know what anything goes means, don't you? Means I can do anything I want.
I understand. Spencer Slade wants to put his hands on my friend Bill Collier. You see, there's nothing that Jimmy the Hippie hates more than when someone messes with one of his friends or family. Bill Collier, he represents both to me.
I had us well on our way to becoming Imagine Tag Team Champions until he got pinned.
In my defense, you're supposed to have my back. You are my tag team partner. And you were outside there, just laying the floor. Outside there. Worthless outside there. You were worthless.
Right now, my suspension as a wrestler has ended. I can return to action May 7th or on the very next show without issue. However, my suspension as commissioner continues. This time I don't know who my replacement is.
I got back to thinking. I go back to the drawing board because I am a once-in-a-lifetime athlete, and I am a generational talent. You've seen it. You've seen how generationally talented I am. Isn't that right? That's right. So, I think something more fitting would be I will make my debut on May 7th right here in Altoona at the Juniata Civic Association building against big-time Bill Collier for the Imagine Heavyweight Championship.
I'm where the money's at. I'm the star of the show. I should be the champion, not you. And ever since I've been in this company since then, it's been Bill Collier this, Bill Collier that. That's all I hear about. And it's been lighting a flame inside of me to explode. And tonight, oh my gosh, that was the best feeling in the world. When I hit you in the back with my chair and I saw you crumble in pain. And then Imagine World Heavyweight Championship, Bill, is coming around my waist.
Oh my God. Oh, he caught him, ducks it, going for a backslide. Is he going to get it? Nope. Oh, he caught him. He's going for that cutter. Oh, he takes him hard into the buckle. Catches him. This might. Here he catches him up for that Tiger Fever. Picks him up and over. Beautifully done. O'Connor roll. He's had a lot of success with this. 2 and 3. He got him. He got him. What a beautiful wrestling move. What a situation here.
What a good title.
Man, oh man. And the disappointment continues for the good neighbor John Ross, man. Just too far off of his rocker tonight. Too far off of his rocker for sure. Boom, baby, we're live, all the way live. It is Wednesday. You know what that means. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I'm loving life. I hope that you can say the same tonight. We got a lot going on. But before we get to that, just a few things. We got a new little bit of setup, new wiring, the sound, the microphones are a little farther away from us. So let us know what you think. Make sure you can hear us real well. You may have to turn your phone up or down, but it seems like it's, from our end of it, it's much louder than it was before, and we're hopeful that's going to help improve the product for you guys. Secondly, if you like Imagine Wrestling, if you like these shows on Wednesday night, take a second right now, give the video a thumbs up, give it a share on all your social media. Take a second, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. We're still looking at about 40% of the people that watch these shows haven't subscribed yet. So Why not? I don't know. I mean, that's your choice, but it does help us. If you want to take some time and subscribe, we appreciate that. The shows are fun. Tonight's going to be fun.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to get through. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we got right now. We got Big Lenny's here tonight. We're going to hear from Lucio DeVere, Mambo Italiano, King Lawless, Spencer Slade. He heard what Jimmy the Hippie had to say. He has his own response to that. We're going to hear from that same Jimmy the Hippie. We're going to hear from, I can't believe I'm saying this, the Commissioner, Lance Payne. We're going to hear from the Rad Boys, The Watch, and Gorgeous Gregory is back. Gorgeous Gregory.
Great.
A lot of interesting feedback from the world at large about Gorgeous Gregory. Guy really thinks a lot of himself.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah. So, tell you what though, let's quickly, we have a match on standby here, man. We're ready to go with our first match in a matter of minutes. But first, before we get to that, let's just talk about May 7th. It'll be here before we know it. The return of Big Lenny to Imagine Wrestling. I'm excited to find out what our new commissioner has in mind and has planned for you.
Yeah.
I will say tickets are very, very limited. VIP tickets that is for May 7th, which is volume number 27. So if you want those VIP tickets, this is usually the big week where they tend to sell out between now and next Wednesday. So it is a good time. If you want those VIP tickets, I wouldn't wait too extraordinarily long. We got a lot coming on this summer. We got Johnstown coming up on May 28th. Tickets are already on sale for that one. Sykesville Fair on June 22nd. We have a ton of information coming up on that one. That one's going to be amazing. Holy cow. I visited this facility last Friday. I'll tell you personally a little bit more about it off air later on, but holy cow. It seems like it is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be insanely affordable for people. I know for our people that are more around, Altoona, Johnstown, Hastings, the people that follow us the most. It's a little bit of a trip up there, but for what you get for the value up there, I think it's going to be a good time. It's going to be well worth it. What a big building though. Holy cow. Anyway, we're going to go back to Reynoldsville. Speaking of Reynoldsville, we're going to be backed up there on August 27th. So we got all of our regular Altoona dates coming up. It's going to be a fun summer here at Imagine Wrestling. Something else is fun is the Imagine Live Championship. And we are going to see a match. To kick off the show, the Imagine Live title is going to be on the line. Let's not waste any more time. Look at this, 7:08. We're getting to a match. 7:08, man. Let's get to it. Let's start first. He is accompanied by the Commissioner, Coach Lance Payne. He is the Side Show Psycho, Malachi Gage. His opponent. He is the current reigning and defending two-time Imagine Live champion. He is the exotic one, Daniel Exotic.
Should be a pretty good match, Kato.
I'm looking forward to this one, man. Two very sort of different styles, yet somehow similar. We always talk about the speed of Daniel Exotic. Very quick. There's few people in the wrestling business right now that are as sudden as quick as Daniel Exotic. On the other end of the spectrum, you have Malachi Gage, who is about as demented as a human being can be.
Absolutely. And it's going to be quite the clash of styles here, Kato. I think it should be interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Both guys look ready to go. Both young guys, man. Both guys 21 and younger. They're already both so good, and their best days are ahead of them, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember being 21. You probably felt like you were at your best then, and you weren't even close to your best yet.
You're absolutely right.
It's funny how it works, but here we go. Early advantage for Daniel Exotic. Grabbing the headlock, holding on tight. This is, a staple of quality wrestling, a good, solid headlock. Hey, had the momentum there. Caught him off guard with that shoulder tackle and went right back. Sound, smart wrestling. Grab a hold, grab the head. Don't let him get away from you. Malachi Gage was trying to step away, was unable to, and taking the shortcut, stomping on his foot.
And we expect nothing less of him anymore at this point.
And I think for me, that's the most frustrating thing about Malachi Gage. So much talent, so much ability, yet and can counter and out-wrestle almost anyone, but always wants to go to the shortcut. And it's troubling. It's troubling.
Indeed it is.
Grabs a big wrist lock, winds it up, big arm wringer style hold now. Both guys sort of feeling each other out. Nobody wants to make a mistake at this point, and it's smart.
Do you blame him? I mean, the Imagine Live title is on the line.
No, I mean it's just like your typical UFC fight. You know, you don't often see a lot of sudden, quick action. Both guys are sort of waiting to see if somebody will make a mistake. There you go. Daniel counters, grabs a single leg Boston Crab. All the torque there on the left leg and knee and lower back. Pushes him through. Interesting choice there by Daniel Exotic to let go of that hold. I'm not sure it's something I would have done, but I guess he didn't really advance his situation here. He grabbed the head, went right into the gator roll, so I guess I'll stand behind the logic. And he's got Malachi Gage in all sorts of trouble very early on here. As he might be going for he's going for that Tiger Fever finish right now. Oh my God! Did you see the spit and sweat? Check that guy's throat. Is he okay? Good grief! Oh my God! I think that's something I'm gonna want to go back and watch again later on, man. That was that's dangerous, man. Dropped him right on his throat like that. I don't like that one bit.
Absolutely brutal.
You know, man, I'm just a little appalled here by what I saw. This is more of what I'm talking about. You know, the shortcut, the consistent shortcut by Malachi Gage. How you see a guy like this and not want to boo him is a mystery to me. Oh. Guys are laying in some lumber here tonight. It just goes, oh my God, that kick to the side of the head, right in the left temple, and caught him with the heel of his boot, right in the side of the rib. No meat to protect him there, right inside of that lat muscle. That is a painful spot to get stomped at, as you well know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ideally, you don't want to ever get stomped, but it's going to happen. There's a few places you really don't want to be stomped. In the ribs, where there's nothing to protect you. In the mouth and nose, which is always a nightmare. Catches him. Is he going for a backbreaker? He absolutely is. As well executed as a backbreaker as you're going to see. Picked him up just a bit to get a little upscaled sort of impact. Followed that up with a quick cover, and it was a long 2 count. Early on, for what I assume could be a match that goes a long time. Both guys have a ton of endurance and a ton of heart. Daniel's not a guy you keep down very easily.
No, absolutely not. Full of heart he is, but a lot of heart.
Knee in the middle of his chest right there, right on that sternum area. Setting him up again. He might be going for another one of those chops. Let's go. This is starting to turn into a pretty bad night here for Daniel Exotic. Only 2. Referee Mike's saying only 2.
Come on, Psycho. Stay on him. Get on him, Psycho. Is that all you got?
Just continue to. I keep stepping on there. Continues to talk all kind of smack.
And that's his MO, Kato.
Yeah, and I don't like it. I don't think it's necessary. I mean, the guy's obviously having some trouble here getting his bearings back after this beating he's been taking. I like to see that, man. I like to see the referee exerting his authority in there. What's he going for here? He looks like he's setting him up. Maybe a suplex coming up here. Oh, we've seen Daniel do this before. The O'Connor roll to great success. This could be it. Oh, my God, that was close. Oh, no.
Wow.
Wow. This is what, again, this is the frustrating part about Malachi Gage. So good, so smooth, and yet he can do things like that, and yet he'll sneak a thumb in the eye first opportunity he gets.
Yeah.
And back to the sleeper. I don't have a great shot here, man. I'm not sure if he can get. Oh, look, I see it now. He has it in deep. He has it sunk in real deep. And this might spell disaster for Daniel Exotic's second Imagine Live title reign. I'm not sure that the referee doesn't want to check that forearm there. It looks like it's across the windpipe rather than across the carotid artery, which may be an illegal choke. Oh, there he goes. He got a little bit left. I thought that was it, man. That was close.
Yeah.
That was real close.
It's hard to keep Daniel Tiger down now. Daniel Exotic.
Tough kid, man. Full of heart. Only 20 years old. Imagine how good he's going to be eventually. He's so good already. Oh, big impact. Big double line. Both men down.
1.
Good grief.
2. Come on, get up. 3. 4.
Who's going to get to their feet? Who's going to find the will, find the desire? Who wants that Imagine Live title the worst?
6. He's up.
Oh, got him behind the left ear. Sorry, right ear with that elbow. This could be a turning point right now. He caught him again. Same exact spot. Elbow right high in the sternum. 2 of them in a row. You can hear the slap from here. Caught him underneath. He's going for that driver. Malachi able to counter. Caught him with a claw-style driver. Is this it? Oh, only 2. Was that 2? So close. That was how close this was for this match to be over. That close, an inch away. And now here we are, Daniel Exotic trying to find that second win. Obviously in a lot of pain, barely able to get to his feet, his back in all kind of trouble after all those backbreakers. Not a good call. Didn't have the strength. Up and over, rolls through. Oh no! I'm not sure who got the worst of that one. It looks like Daniel got the worst of that one. You can see, obviously it took something out of Malachi as well. He was a little slow to get to that cover.
And that might have been the difference from a 2 count to a 3 count.
Absolutely, man. He was that close to winning that title. If he was able to get there a little quicker, Daniel able to shift his weight, but not enough. Not enough to get out of the hold. Setting him up. This could be trouble. This could be real trouble here. Straight right hand, right underneath of the left ear, right on the jawbone. We know that that's a sensitive place for a lot of guys. We've seen neighbor John Ross get his jaw broken that way. Daniel's sitting on that second rope. Who's going to get the advantage here? Again with that boot to the jaw. Malachi Gage having a tough time. Beautifully executed cross body block. Oh, so close. Boy, this is turning into a hell of a fight.
Absolutely.
Man, oh man. What a match. He found that second wind. Sort of. The back still bothering him, setting him up.
That's Tiger Fever.
Going for that Tiger Fever. Setting him up. Big Fisherman Buster style suplex. Kicked out again. Kicked out again. Can you believe it, Lenny?
Yes, I can. Of Daniel Exotic, I can absolutely believe it.
Man, oh man, this kid has a ton of heart. What's going to win out? What's going to win out, the heart of Daniel Exotic or the violence and intensity of Malachi Gage? Oh, come on now. Referee, look behind you.
Let's go, ring the bell!
Yeah, all right, good. Finally.
Good job.
Finally.
Daniel Exotic by disqualification.
I love it. Thank God. I am so ecstatic here. I am so ecstatic, man. This is the right call. All right, Coach asking for a microphone here. Let's see what happens.
Whoa. No. You're going to reverse that decision. He did not lose. You're not going to make him, he's not a loser. You work in answer to me. I'm in charge here. You're going to change and reverse that decision right now.
I do work for somebody, Coach, but it's not you.
What's
that mean? What's that mean?
Did you just say that?
I agree,
I'm
man.
the
I
commissioner.
agree. Let's hear from our first interview of the night, King Lawless.
Hello, wrestling fans. My name is Oscar Maverick. King Lawless, there seems to be turmoil amongst the court. What's going on?
Excuse me, it's King Lawless! Now, as far as turmoil, Squire, that is none of your concern. I know that Monsignor Mambo and Earl Apollo may have had a little bit of a dispute during the tag of team matches. But you know, the court could always use some extra bodies. And Mr. Tito Orich showed me something tonight, and methinks I'm going to extend an invitation for him to join the King's Court. And he can join Monsignor Mambo, Earl Apollo, Tito, and King Lawless. Dismissed, Squire.
Man, that's a pretty interesting proposal from David Lawless to Tito Orich. The fans were really on Tito Orich's side after the last show in April, on April 9th. So curious. Hopefully we can get a response from Tito Orich next week. Speaking of responses, we just had an interesting development here with Malachi Gage. Let's go ahead and bring in both members of the Watch right now. They got a big match coming up. Interesting situation here that happened tonight, Malachi Gage. What do you think?
After that, there's nothing for me to say. I don't have anything to say.
You know what? I got something to say, though. What happened in that ring tonight was an absolute abortion of justice. You see, my man here got screwed tonight. And the commission comes in, he tries to make it right, and then you got that foo-foo referee in the ring doing whatever he does. I'm not even sure he knows where did you even find this guy saying that he doesn't work for him? Of course he works for him. He's the commissioner. Give me a break. I digress. So, brings us to our next point. The Rad Boys. See, last month, Rad Boys, Braden Elliott, Jake Wiley, we brought the ladder to the ring. We were trying to make a statement, okay? We brought it in there. We had a single purpose in mind. Didn't quite work out the way we had planned. I get it. But then you guys made an even bigger mistake. Whenever you challenged us to a ladder match on May 7th? Are you kidding me? Do you know what the two of us could do when we are highly motivated? Apparently not. But let me tell you this. You two punks, the rest of the imagination, and everybody else in that locker room are going to find out what the Watch brings to the ladder match in the main event on May 7th. Because those tag team titles that you've been borrowing from us are for the Watch.
Tell you what, man, I am beyond excited about this ladder match, man. This is an opportunity you're not going to want to miss. A once-in-a-lifetime match at Imagine Wrestling. We've never, 3 years plus, we've never had a ladder match. So this is a time, if you like ladder matches, this is the time you want to see them. At this time, it is my unfortunate duty to bring in our reigning commissioner.
That's right, Commissioner.
Yeah,
Coach Lance Payne.
Lance Payne. What was this all about tonight? And also, you told us we were going to see a match. You have a match to announce too.
Oh, yeah.
Give us all the details. Get it all on one shot so we don't have to see you again tonight.
Yeah. I got a lot to say.
Oh, great.
All right? So starting off with this crazy, stupid match that just happened between the exotic Daniel and the sideshow Psycho. That is the prime example of the old Imagine Wrestling. The hoopla, the bull crap, the cheating. I need to find out who these referees answer to. If they don't answer to me, the commissioner of Imagine Wrestling, I will not let this go on. In the new Imagine Wrestling, there won't be no more corruption. I promised you that last week, and I tried to prove it tonight, but I will continue to work hard to make sure that these no more corruption, all right? I got that. I got this. I'm handling this. Now, I did promise you that I was going to name a match, my first match. And it's oh man, I looked through the whole roster. It's a huge roster. There's a lot of talented here that in Imagine Wrestling. And I just went off of the 3Ds. Went down the list. Discipline, dedication, determination. And that 3D, the first 3D, the first name that it popped up on, Big Lenny. Big Lenny. Then I used the second D in the 3Ds. Discipline, dedication, determination. And you knew who name that popped up on? The great neighbor John Ross. Don't forget there's 3Ds. I used the third one. And it turned up, it was the world beater, Chris Coleman. It's going to be Big Lenny, your former commissioner, right? Former guy, former whatever he is, against the great neighbor John Ross and his tag team partner, the world beater, Chris Coleman, in a 2-on-1 tag team match. I think that's going to be a barn burner right there on May 7th at Imagine Wrestling Volume 27. Now, thanks to Lucio, I have this position. So, as a gift to him, it's going to be an easy night for you on May 7th. This is a new Imagine Wrestling, people. New Imagine Wrestling.
New in what better? A 2-on-1 match at the Coleman and neighbor John versus Lenny. That doesn't seem. Talk about abuse of power. Good God. Well, let's bring one of the guys in. We're going to see later on tonight. We just heard your match announced for May 7th. I don't know that I like the looks of that match. But Coleman, you had an interesting night on April 9th. That close to being the Imagine Heavyweight title. What's on your mind tonight?
So I had a real good chance at winning the World Heavyweight title and came up, like you said, just a little bit short. But I wasn't that short. Tito Orich was unconscious, and that referee made me break that hold. But that's not going to happen now in the new Imagine Wrestling with Coach Lance Payne as the commissioner. The path has been cleared for the world beater to stand atop the world as the Imagine Heavyweight champion. Now, for my neighborhood brothers, I'm going to do you a favor tonight. Braden Elliott, you're not going to go into that ladder match 100%. So the watch is just going to coast right through that ladder match, beat up Jake Wiley, and come home with the tag team championships. It's going to be a good night for the neighborhood.
Standing that close to Chris Coleman reminds me of why I'm glad to be retired. And another reason I'm glad to be retired is I don't have to stand in the ring with a lunatic. Yeah, all happy here tonight. Hey, what happened to your face here, by the way? Lucio DeVere, what's going on, man?
Yeah, maybe my teeth got a little busted out last week. But that's fine. I'll be back to my normal self soon. But I've got plenty of reason to be happy. I don't need to sit here and complain because I did exactly what I said I was going to do. Last show, I beat Daniel. Even with my teeth getting busted out, I embarrassed him and pinned him 1, 2, 3 in the center of the ring to prove why I am the undefeated legend. And then on top of that, more great news. Finally, a fair, unbiased commissioner, the coach Lance Payne. The commissioner Lance Payne made a promise to me. He said, it's going to be an easy night. So whether it's an easy night, I've already proven, regardless of who I face, I will win every time and prove why I am the undefeated legend. So, whoever I face, you're in for a long night. Welcome to my nightmare.
There it is, Lucio DeVere. I got to say, I actually think the missing teeth make him look tougher, which, you know, he could certainly use some toughness looking to him instead of the that he usually does. So, hey, let's go ahead. Speaking of guys that, man, I don't know that I want to hear from, a guy I'm really genuinely disappointed in. Let's go ahead and take a minute and hear from Spencer Slade.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the imagination, I am DC Bentley here with Fear the Gear, Spencer Slade. Spencer, we know that you have beef with the heavyweight champion, big-time Bill Collier, but it seems as if his best friend, Jimmy the High-Flying Hippie, has recently challenged you to a match. What do you say in response to his challenge?
You see, Jimmy the Hippie, you don't even know what you're getting yourself into. Now, I understand that as a best friend, you have your brother's back, but that's not a very good decision, Jimmy the Hippie. Because not only am I going to beat you down in the middle of that ring like I just did to your best friend, but I'm going to grind and claw and snap your ankle. Because this right here is personal to me. Not only did I just take out big-time Bill Collier, but I'm going to take out his best friend. Because nothing gives me more satisfaction in this life than beating down two brothers. And there ain't a damn thing that you can do about it, Jimmy the Hippie. Fear the Gear.
Spencer Slade has plenty to say about Bill Collier and Jimmy the Hippie. Let's go ahead and not waste any more time. I see him. He's stomping around. He's not in a great mood tonight. Jimmy the Hippie, welcome back to Imagine Live, Chapter 88. So I know you just heard the words for the first time of Spencer Slade. What do you want to tell Spencer Slade right now?
Spencer Slade, like Lucio's teeth, like Lance Payne's neck, you're broken, my friend. You see, you didn't just jump big-time Bill Collier. You didn't just talk yang on the guru. What you did is you let everyone down. All them kids that you told could be whatever they wanted to be. I'll tell you what they don't want to be, Spencer Slade. They don't want to be you. So consider this, the imagination, emancipation of one Spencer Slade. You see, Spencer, when you're the best, they don't just call you the best. They call you Jimmy, the Flying Hippie. And if you can't deal with that, I don't know what else to tell you. And on this, the 20th of April, Spencer Slade, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
There you go. A big holiday for Jimmy the Hippie, 420. Obviously not in a great mood about Spencer Slade, not appreciating the words he had to say. This is a fight I'm looking forward to, man. Probably one of the absolute best from Altoona against one of the absolute best in Pittsburgh. This is one of those matches that you rarely get to see, and I think Jimmy's going to show Spencer what's up. Speaking of what's up, let's not wait any longer here. Had a pretty dynamic match here tonight until you got, our new commissioner sort of screwed things up for you. But hell of an effort, hell of a match. How you feeling right now? What do you want to talk about?
After that match, I give Psycho his credit. He beat me, but I still retain. But I have something on my mind, Cato. This gorgeous Gregory think he can cut line and go for the heavyweight title against Bill Collier? I don't take appreciation to that. No. Gorgeous Gregory, I've worked my way from the bottom to the top for this Imagine Live. You think you can come in here and cut lines? That's not going to fly with me. Not with this angry cat. Gorgeous Gregory, eventually we're going to have words.
All right, there you are. Daniel Exotic, can we get Medic to check on him? He thinks he lost tonight, but the decision was awarded to him. So, Lenny, can you get the Medic to check on him? He's in a bad way. So, hey, here we go. Let's go ahead and bring in a pair of fired up guys. You got a big match tonight coming up. You got an even bigger match on May 7th. You got your third member of your team right here lately. We got the ladder. Let's talk about it. May 7th coming up. We got a big match tonight. What's on you guys' mind?
Cato, imagination. Watch, we heard what you just said. And you know what? We knew what we were getting ourselves into whenever we challenged you to this. You hear this? That isn't plastic. That's metal. So you know what? We're ready. We're ready to do this, and we're ready to bash your brains in.
Jake, I thought we were going to the next level. I thought we were going to the next level, and we got knocked right back down. I thought that next level was when we won the tag team titles. But then two guys stood in the way. Two guys that wouldn't let us go up to that next level. May 7th, the Watch is going to find out why the Rad Boys are the tag team champions. Why we are undeniable. May 7th, Watch. We're going to stand over top of you. We're going to climb this ladder rung by rung by rung. Reach up, grab the tag team title belts, pull them down. We'll stand right in front of the door to that next level. We're going to kick it in. And we're going to yell, Red Boys in the house!
There you go. Rad Boys all kind of fired up. Like I said earlier, man, May 7th is a big night. I cannot wait for that match. First ever ladder match in the history of Imagine Wrestling. And you couldn't have two better teams to be fighting for that Imagine Tag Team titles. So my next guest here, come on in now. I could see you over at the desk. You look like you're sort of far away in a different place right now. You heard the announcement. 2-on-1. Neighbor Johnny, I don't think you'd have a problem. Chris Coleman, I think you'd have a problem, but I think you can handle yourself. 2-on-1 against two of the, you got the world beater, you got this dastardly neighbor. I just got to know, what's on your mind? How do you feel about all this right now?
I got to be honest, Cato. 2-on-1, that doesn't scare me one bit. I'll take your handicap matches. I'll take whatever you could throw at me, Commissioner Lance Payne, and I'm still going to come out on top because I fear no man in this locker room.
Oh, that's not the response I expected. I'll tell you what, I have a whole new outlook on things, man. Maybe the world beater and neighbor John better be afraid right now. Holy cow. Let's here we go, man. Let's see if we can find the camera tonight. Go ahead and bring him in right now. Gorgeous Greg, you're looking sharp here tonight. There's no doubt about it.
Thank you very much.
How do you
say I'm gorgeous? Tell him I'm gorgeous. Tell him. You know it. You know it's true. Tell him I'm gorgeous.
Do you want to look at the folks tonight?
I don't want to look at the folks tonight. Look, in case they weren't here last week, they don't deserve to see my face. You think something's changed all of a sudden over the past 7 days? No. Nothing has changed. They are no more deserving than they were last week. Now, on to something more important. Daniel Exotic, right? Daniel Exotic, he has a lot to say, and I'll tell you what, Daniel Exotic needs to keep my name out of his mouth. He needs to keep my name out of his mouth. You understand that? Or he's going to get smacked around by the generational talent. You see, he has so much speed. So much speed. Is he faster than me? Yeah, but he's not more gorgeous than me. He's not more gorgeous than me. Tell them how gorgeous I am. Tell him, Cato. Tell him how gorgeous I am.
The suit is gorgeous. Tell me about this suit.
This suit was $2,000. Do you understand that?
I believe it.
This suit costs more than all these people at home make in a year. None of these people make $2,000 in a year.
I'm sure they do.
No, they don't.
You're being ludicrous.
They do not make $2,000 in a year. What? What did you just say to me?
You're being ludicrous.
I'm not ludicrous.
Okay.
I'm gorgeous.
All right.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So, Daniel wants to talk about cutting lines. He wants to talk about, I'm cutting the line for challenging big-time Bill Collier for the Imagine Heavyweight Championship. Daniel, that's not the way I see it. The way I see it is, you're cutting the line. You think you deserve to be in that ring with me, you don't deserve anything, boy. But since I'm not the bad guy, I'm not the villain here in this scenario, I'm going to give you your match on May 7th. I'm going to give you your match on May 7th. But you better be careful, or you're going to get smacked around by this once-in-a-lifetime athlete.
There you go. He likes to call himself a once-in-a-lifetime athlete. He likes to call himself generational talent. And we're going to find out on May 7th. Let's see if Lance Payne, how he feels about that match. That could be something interesting to check out. The wildly popular Daniel Exotic against the debuting Gorgeous Gregory. That's a match I might want to see. Let's. Speaking of matches I might want to see, we had a hell of a brawl in the locker room on April 9th. Let's hear now from Mambo Italiano as he gives us a little bit of insight on what caused this and what it's all about.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the imagination, I'm DC Bentley. I'm here with Mambo Italiano or Monsignor Mambo, depending on how this conversation goes. Last week, we saw you actually put hands to the Earl Apollo. What do you have to say for yourself today?
I think that Monsignor Mambo might be dead. I am the Italian excellence. I don't need to be on the King's Court. You know what? The King's Court is stupid. I don't need King Lawless. I don't need Apollo. I don't need nobody. And on May 7, Apollo, I'm challenging you in a match. And then you're gonna learn the first rule. Who say, don't mess with Mamba! Italiano.
Tell you what, Lenny, I'm a little surprised by your reaction to this 2-on-1 match situation. I mean, I know you've always been a guy ready for a fight, but I mean, 2-on-1 is I personally don't think it's fair, man.
What am I supposed to do? Cower in fear? Roll over and say, hit me?
I don't know what the right answer is, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem right.
I ain't saying it is right. I ain't saying it's right at all. But I'm not going to back down.
Tell you what, that's just another one of those matches I'm really looking forward to and interested in. Let's see how it goes. It's an interesting time. What do you make of this Gorgeous Gregory character?
He's something else, isn't he?
He is something else. He is really something else.
He really thinks he's something special.
This ladder match, man, I am really looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I think this has one of those. It has the potential to be one of those nights that people talk about, and a match that people talk about for years. I think that, you know, history is going to tell us down the line that the Watch and the Rad Boys were two of the best tag teams in the Northeast, and they're getting there now. In 3 or 4 years, it's just going to be they're going to be the total topic of conversation, and I think this could well be the jumping off point where everybody, you know, not that people aren't taking notice already, but I think this is one of those matches that you're just not going to want to miss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of matches you're not going to want to miss, I think that this thing went from very personal between Spencer and Bill to very, very personal between Jimmy and Spencer. And you know, I'm with Jimmy on this one. This is this thing with Spencer is disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, so many kids looked up to this guy. So many adults looked up to him as a guy that's overcome so much. Just to do what he did on April 9th, it just, I don't know, man. It just doesn't settle well with me.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I don't know. It's just not what I saw as a future for Spencer Slade. We got this match coming up with Mambo, and that was a short-lived tag team.
Yeah.
I sort of saw it coming, though, for a while. Mambo's always sort of been a loner, so I was surprised when he was in that group to begin with. So, you know who we haven't heard about from this yet, though, is Lawless hasn't really talked about this. So I'm curious to see where he comes out on his King's Court sort of breaking up. So, got a lot of matches. I'm curious to see if your replacement, Lance Payne, signs off on this Gorgeous Gregory Daniel Exotic match. That might be something interesting to see. I think, you know, Gorgeous Gregory, wanted to jump in the deep water with Bill Collier, but the water with Daniel Exotic's pretty deep too. So I don't think it's I don't know that it was any
no
best.
easy task to climb. Trying to defeat Daniel Exotic.
No, absolutely not. Many have tried and many have failed. So I think it might be a long night for Gorgeous Gregory. I'll tell you what. Let's last plug before we get to the match. May 7th is just around the corner. It's only 17 days away right now. It's coming up really quickly. If you want to get tickets for that, you can do that online right now. ImagineWrestling.com. If you haven't already, take a second, give the old thumbs up, give the video a share, let everybody know that you're part of the Imagination. I'm ready to see this match.
Yeah, me too.
This is a top shelf match right here. Let's go ahead and head to the ring right now. First, he is accompanied by the Commissioner, Lance Payne. He is the World Beater, Chris Coleman. Jimmy the Hippie, if you're around, I could use a guest commentator. Lenny had business he had to take care of here. His opponent, he is one half of the Imagine Tag Team Champions. He is all that, Braden Elliott. Looking good with the tag team titles, man. Jimmy, welcome.
Well, thank you for having me. Willing to jump in here. I love doing commentary. It's been a while. It's been almost a year. So
yeah, you always add some insight on the technical prowess of wrestling, which I always appreciate.
I'll tell you, I'll add some insight right now. Look at Braden Elliott, tanned, jacked. Look at the gear, ready to go. Look at the boots. He is pumped.
Looks like an athlete, man. Because he is one.
He's got a lot of human in front of him, and Chris Coleman. So.
You know, it's interesting with Chris Coleman. Big, strong dude, has really lost a ton of weight in the last 2-3 months. I'm told it's in the 50-pound range he's lost just in the recent month. And you can tell he has really put in the work and put in the time with the diet, and it's showing.
That 50 he lost, I think the Rad Boys picked up in muscle. They're ready to go. These guys are something to watch. They are completely electric. Nice, solid collar and elbow tie up.
Bit of a mistake, though, man. I think that if you're Braden Elliott, you got to duck and move. You got to, get in there, get out of there quick. I don't think you want to try to match strength with a guy like Chris Coleman.
I agree. Braden Elliott's he's like a little pit bull. He might not take it. No, there you go. Good, excellent, perfect headlock.
There he does it. He does it well, man. He knows what his bread and butter is, and it's almost always the headlock. Get control of that head. That comes from that amateur background that he has. That's what I would have suspected earlier. In and out quick. Shots in the guts, drop kicks, these type of things.
Interesting offense there in the corner from Braden Elliott. Oh, you kidding me?
That's not where you want to be, is on the receiving end of a big right hand. This is what you don't expect, though. Chris Coleman, as you know, because you fought him many times, left-handed. So you're watching for those left-handed strikes, and then he comes across with a big right hand, and it can screw you up.
It can. Chris Coleman showed why he is the world beater right there. I mean, that'll drop a man of any size. A hand
There's
like that.
no doubt about it. On April 11th, he was within an eyelash. I mean, literally an eyelash of becoming the Imagine Heavyweight Champion. I mean, you couldn't get any closer than he did without winning it.
Yeah, that would certainly change the landscape here in Imagine Wrestling. Oh my goodness.
Speaking of changing landscape, that changed the landscape of what Braden Elliott's plans were for the evening.
Ooh.
Like getting hit with a tree trunk.
Braden Elliott gasping for air. Them clotheslines from a man the size of Chris Coleman, it takes it right out of you. It's like chops to the chest, the clothesline. It not only knocks you to the mat, it takes the wind out of you.
Oh, a little bit of fight back. I'm not sure it was the best call. He wants another one. A little bit of a pie face there. Oh, straight kick right in the head and face. His feet are so big it enveloped his face.
I think the most disturbing part is that Chris Coleman's expression doesn't change. It's another day at the office. Oh, stuff like that.
No expression on Chris Coleman's face. Is he having fun? Is he mad? I can't tell. He's so laser focused on hurting people.
It's just violence. It's just pure violence out of Chris Coleman. Braden Elliott better find something here. He can't just lay where he's at. This ain't going to go well for him.
What do you make of this Commissioner Lance Payne? You've certainly had a mountain of problems with the guy in the last 2 years. What are your thoughts? Where do you come out on all this?
I make nothing of that. My thoughts of Lance Payne are always going to be awful. Be ready for just a swarm of lies and a cloud of confusion as
We've already heard lies from him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, you know what you're going to get out of that guy, and I'm already not impressed.
Chris Coleman just came across with 3 to 4 vicious straight kicks to the chest, almost Muay Thai style kicks to the chest.
I know I'm going to say this at exhaustion. I wonder why a guy like Chris Coleman chooses the strategy on the side of the fence that he does, even siding with a guy like Lance Payne, who, in my mind, he probably does not need.
Oh, I agree. It's hard to tell why guys like him do what they do. Oh,
he seemingly has all the tools, and as we saw with Bill Collier and Tito Ortiz, I mean, he can come that close to being your next heavyweight champion here at Imagine Wrestling.
I wonder the same thing though about The Watch. So immensely talented, so capable, and yet, good grief, man. That might be it, too. And nope, not yet. This has been a bad night for Braden Elliott.
Real bad night for Braden Elliott. This 20th of April, Braden Elliott was just up in the stratosphere, up in the clouds there. The gut-wrench slam. No two ways about it.
Another straight Muay Thai style kick.
Once again, displaying he has all the tools, like you were just about to say about The Watch. Two guys also that have all the tools. Malachi Gage, when he stepped into this dojo, I think he showed more potential right out of the gate than anyone. Once again, chose that side of the fence. Neighbor John, Lance Payne. The characters remain the same. The outcome remains the same. I think these guys are holding themselves back more than putting themselves ahead.
I agree. Even a guy like Neighbor John, all of his weirdness. We know he's tough. You know he's tough. I mean, he could take a hell of a beating.
Neighbor John's extremely tough, a little psychotic at times. I think Neighbor John goes off the deep end more often than not.
We were expecting him here tonight. You never know with this guy, what he's going to do, where he's going to be.
He could be lurking around.
You just never know what his situation is. I'll tell you what else you don't know, is how is Braden Elliott ever going to dig out of this hole he's in right now?
I have no idea. I'm looking around for a can of Bang Energy to slide in there right now. He's going to need something.
I mean, he literally looks like he has nothing left. Oh, he's able to escape. Wow, did he take that buckle hard in the sternum?
You may have spoken literally 1 second too soon, Cato.
Caught him under the chin, trying to build some momentum. Is he going to be able to get the world beater off his feet? Because he's not done it yet. Straight forearm to the chin.
Oh.
This one to the chest. He's trying to fight back.
Hope these new microphones are picking up the smack of those punches from Braden Elliott.
Whoa, look at that. Still not able to get him off his feet, even despite a shotgun dropkick. Do you think he's really building some momentum, getting some fire? Even in this moment, he's not moving at the speed we've seen him move before. I'm not sure, man. Oh, good
you kidding
God.
me? Slingshot DDT.
Got him off his feet and drilled him on the top of his head. Give me a break.
Chris Coleman to the outside.
What do you think the right strategy is? Should Braden chase him or wait on him?
If I was Braden, I might chase him. I very well may chase him.
What's he going for here? Set him up. Big baseball slide. Takes that plywood wall right in the face. Up and over. Caught him. Takes him off his feet.
Nice plancha right in front of the Imagine Wrestling logo, and these men are down and out.
Is either guy going to answer the call here? 3. Both men are down.
Come on, get up, Chris. 4. Get up.
It was hard for us to see what happened over there.
Get up, Chris.
They're slow to move here. Braden looks like he's trying to pick him up. get him back in the ring. Let's see. Oh, he took the post hard. Oh, what a disappointment, man. What do you do, though? Double count out. Double count out, man. What a disappointment. What a good fight, though. Disappointing to see that. What do you need, man? Oh, my God. All right. All right, you got it. Oh, my God. There he goes with that neck thing again. I mean, that dude's faking it, right?
No. Listen to me. Listen. In all fairness, all right? In all fairness, in the new Imagine Wrestling, right? I seen his hand right under the rope at the count of 9. So I demand you to restart this match. You answer to me. You work for me. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to restart this match.
I'm not going to restart this match, and we don't work for you.
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't work for me? How you don't work for me? I'm the commissioner. You work for me. I'm in charge. I'm in charge. What did you...
Coach seems to think he's in charge, but maybe he's not. Let's go ahead and bring the camera back over here. I think we've seen enough of the coach tonight.
You kidding
Tell you what,
me?
I appreciate you stepping in here tonight, Jimmy, helping us out. Lenny had an emergency he had to go take care of. And I'll tell you what, guys, May 7th is around the corner. I know you got a big fight coming up with Spencer Slade. It seems real personal.
Yeah, it is real personal, and I'm real excited for May 7th, the in-ring return of Jimmy the Hippie in front of the Imagination to fight Spencer Slade. Spencer, you should be excited to stand next to the homegrown hero of Altoona and have yourself better than a front row seat. See you then, buddy.
There you go. It's a big fight that we're looking forward to. A lot of great matches on May 7th. If you haven't got your tickets, now's the chance to get them. Make sure you give this video a share. We'll see you 7 days from tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in.